guys, and welcome back to another Foodie Friday video. This one, I couldn't tell seeing it on the shelf if it looked good or gross, but being as it's like a pumpkin spice thing, you know, your girl had to buy it because I am an absolute hoe for the pumpkin spice anything. So, you have seen it year after year after year. If it exists and I see it, I'm buying it. So it's the Yoplait Original Pumpkin Pie Yogurt. I knew this could go either way. I've had many yogurts that sounded like they would be nasty turn out to be absolutely amazing. I've had other ones that sounded like they would be amazing turn out to be absolutely disgusting. This was a gamble I was willing to take. If you're curious, worst one I've ever had? Coffee flavored. Do not. Just do not. You will probably throw it up. It is that gross. It is that gross. I could not even finish one little yogurt cup without it making a swift return because it was that disgusting. And I love coffee things almost as much as I love pumpkin spice. So, says a lot. And that was like close to 20 years ago that happened. And I am still emotionally scarred by the experience. So I hoped and prayed this would at least, if nothing else, even if it's a flop, at least be better than that. Thank God it is. But, I have conflicting feelings about it. Like, okay, it says no artificial flavors, no colors from artificial sources, no high fructose corn syrup, made with live and active cultures, and is gluten-free. The ingredients are cultured grade A low-fat milk, sugar, water, modified cornstarch, cane sugar, contains 1% or less of pumpkin puree, caramelized sugar syrup, cornstarch, tricalcium phosphate, caramel color, sea salt, natural flavor, vegetable juice, and annatto for color, kosher gelatin, vitamin A acetate, and vitamin D3. So, contains bioengineered food ingredients. Nice. Whatever. I don't really care. Anywho, so it's 140 calories per cup, which is about on par for most Yoplait yogurts. But nothing else is... Well, actually, I was gonna say nothing else really stands out in here, but 28% of your daily sugars. There's a lot of sugar in it, and yet you would never know it by the taste. So it is this, almost disturbing beige color that reminds me of baby food. This literally looks like baby food I have seen, and does not taste as good as the baby food. I babysat my 10 nieces and nephews. Yes, I have gotten curious and tasted their baby food in the past. Anyway, so this, on scent, it just smells like normal yogurt. It doesn't really smell that pumpkin-y, but then you taste it. And initially, when it first hits your tongue, you're like, ooh, pumpkin spice, yes! And then the yogurty wanginess comes in. It's like, oh, the fuck are you? I don't know what to make of this. I mean, I like normal yogurts just fine, but it's just like these two conflicting flavors. It is not a natural match made in heaven the way that I really wanted it to be. They kind of clash each other. And I'm kind of kicking myself for buying a cart full of these now, because now I have to eat them. Yep, at least it was just a little hand cart, but I should have just bought a few if I had any sense in my brain, but we all know I don't. But, it's not the worst thing on earth. It's edible, but just on every bite, there's that initial second of, ooh, joy, and then, oh, that is quite the flavor experience there. Again, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just very, very different. And very different from what I was expecting. It takes approximately 3 seconds for the yogurt wanginess to, like, go from tongue to brain and register. So, it's just like, I don't know how to feel about this one. Like, I want to like it. I feel like I could train myself to hang with it and like it. But just on, like, first impression alone, I'm like, oh, I mean, I'll eat it. But it's not that terrible, but at the same time, I'm like, it's kind of a miss. Doesn't exactly work the way you would hope it would. Then the aftertaste is just, I don't even know how to describe it, but the aftertaste is actually the most off-putting part of the whole experience. Because the initial pumpkin pie flavor, good. The yogurt wanginess, I can hang with it. It's yogurt, it's expected. What do you want from me? But the aftertaste is like those two flavors are fighting each other at the back of your tongue. It's like, oh, okay, what is that? What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I can safely say I will probably not purchase this a second time after these are gone, but I had to know. I have seen them make these the past several years, and I've never actually gone through with buying them. For whatever reason, I just had that moment of, I don't want to get my heart set on this and then have it be like the coffee yogurt thing all over again. And like I said, it's nowhere near as bad as that. That one just, never the fuck again on that one. But, these, it's tolerable, but I definitely wouldn't call it good. It wants to be good, it really wants to, but just, no. I don't think I'm gonna recommend this one. I mean, even if you're a die-hard pumpkin spice fan like I am, this one, And I have no idea what part of the year this video will actually go up in, seeing as I have the Foodie Fridays pre-filmed so far in advance that it's like usually at least half a year off, so rest assured, as of filming this, these are very much in date. It is only August right now, they are very much in date. But if you're watching this in like, I don't know, spring of next year, rest assured I did not hang on to these in my fridge for months. No, God no. Just, yeah, filming this like first week of August, so chill. But they just literally hit the supermarket for the year, but yeah, I mean, the one thing that I'm grateful for with this, that they did not attempt to do, being as it's marketing itself as pumpkin pie, specifically, not as pumpkin spice, but as pumpkin pie, I am so glad they did not attempt to put pie crust crumbles in there. That would just, I don't know, with the textures, I think that would be the point where I would have to tap out, be like, I can't, not with this, no, and no. And you could argue, but isn't the texture of yogurt not that far off from the texture of pumpkin pie? Yes, it fucking is different, because one is solid, one is basically custard. Like, they are not the same. They are not the same. So no, that would not be the same. Do not mix those. If there's a company out there considering it, no, just don't. Don't do that. It'd be horrible. It'd be horrible. So I'm glad that at least this is nice and smooth and there's no chunks of anything in it, because no. I am not opposed to yogurts within reason that have things like fresh fruit chunks of, that's fine. I don't mind that. But the idea of chunks of a crust in there just sounds like the biggest turnoff on earth. Like, please, God, no, do not do that to us. I'm at least telling myself, well, you're getting some probiotics in, if nothing else, even if it does kind of taste like ass, but yeah, it's not great. It's not as bad as that oatmeal, though. Remember the oatmeal that I was like, why does it smell and taste fishy? No. I never ever went through with buying a second box of it in case it did it again. Because then I'd be stuck with a second box. It took forever to get that box out of the pantry in the first place, because I didn't want to just throw it out after spending money on it, and then nobody wanted to eat it, so it just sat in there for fucking years. Until finally Kimberly was like, this is stupid, I'm tossing it, but I really don't want to bring in a second box of that after that and potentially do the same thing. I still don't know if I just had an off box or what, because I've had multiple people comment on that video saying, I've had it before, mine tasted good. So, I don't know, I can only speak to the experience I had with mine. But at least this is not as bad as that. I mean, I've had a lot of pumpkin spice things, and for the most part, the grand majority have been good, so I'm calling that a win. But I've also resigned myself to the fact that in trying this many pumpkin spice things, it is inevitable that occasionally you're gonna hit a loss. This one, yeah, I'm kind of calling a loss. Not as bad of a loss as some have been. Like, it's okay. It's edible. It's, for curiosity's sake, it won't kill you to try it, but you probably won't enjoy it. My dad saw it while I was shopping, made fun of me for putting it in my cart, only to proceed to put one in his cart after that, and was like, yeah, well, now I'm curious, now I want to see how it is. So I was like, cool, I'll just, like, put a J on the lids of mine when we get home. He's like, oh, you don't need to, because I'm gonna eat mine as soon as we get home. So he opened one, and I opened one right at the same time. We both tried them together, and we both had the same moment of, what do you think of it? I don't know, how about you go first? Oh, well, it's not bad. Yeah, I agree, it's not bad, but it's not good. Yeah, that is exactly it. And he also agreed that, yeah, he's never buying it a second time, but, I mean, he ate the one he had, just like, I'm eating the ones I have. It's like, that was definitely a one-time purchase, one and done. So I'm like, It is what it is. If you're curious about it, knock yourself out and try it, but don't be surprised if it turns out to be a little bit gross. It's not, like, horrible. I cannot stress that enough. That it's not horrible, but it probably will be, at bare minimum, disappointing. So, anyways, that's about all there is to say for this, so I'm gonna wrap this up. You know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.